Welcome to Author's Ideas, a production of JR Global, an MJR production. This series is based on the recent Oxford University Press published book, Global Business in the Age of Destruction and Distraction. As a part of their Global Business series, Gaurav Rastogi joins J.R. Klein and Mahesh Joshi in examining and exploring the disruptive nature of today's world, and introduces ideas for learning how to cope with disruption and remain relevant. Here is your host, J.R. Klein.
So, here we are talking about the deeper part of education. The challenge becomes, how do the highly valued purposes of universities utilize technology to enhance their purpose? This is a subtle shift or delineation in universities across the world. The change is in their role as centers of technology-based education or as centers of cultural conveyance. In the last decade, universities started offering basic courses in economics, statistics, accounting as the Mach. Students have greater accessibility and choice. They can customize class loads based upon personal choice. Limitations of these technological platforms has now become clearer over time. Education is not just about the delivery of content, nor is it just about physical accessibility. It's not about getting a tutorial on some specific topic. Education is much more than that. It's a crucible of exposure with technological benefits and limitations. It is a place for immersion in knowledge with opportunity and options. It must be both physically accessible and remotely available. It must be flexible enough to equip both ends of the educational spectrum. It must equip not just the next generation of thinkers, but also of laborers. Education has its competition. The disruptive effects of technology is evident by the tremendous impact media has played. The rise in social media, self-learning technologies, and distractions that begin to truncate attention spans. Social media has put criticism of practice on public view and spawned pressure on corporate leaders to address issues, whether valued or not. Unfiltered noise in the media, whether right or wrong, legitimate or illegitimate, causes confusion, solicits response and behavior by corporate leaders. The echo chamber phenomenon is one of the interesting ties. In an echo chamber, like-minded people who think alike, whether right or wrong, come together and create a volume of noise with little regard for anything but what becomes the day's circus. The narrative may be true or not true. There's some evidence that a significant number of professionals are gradually withdrawing from investing time on social media or expressing opinions. These are some significant indicators of positive transformation in traditional universities. The rise and availability of migration to e-journals and literature. This is convenient and comprehensive, providing wider, deeper, and faster dissemination of knowledge. Another interesting crisis-driven observation is that thinking about the education value of fine arts is changing with innovations like SHAPE, social science, humanity, and the arts for people and economy. This new nomenclature enables the clear articulation of the values of these subject areas and recognizes the contribution they make alongside STEM, science, technology, engineering, and math subjects, in helping to understand the world and finding solutions for global issues. The previous focus on business schools and technology schools is being expanded. Employers are now providing signals to universities about what type of skills are needed with broader views of their culture and market. Education remains one of the fundamental indicators of strength and growth individually, in countries and economies. Research finds it is difficult for a country to show steady economic growth without a literacy rate of 40%. Research does show us that the average individual income grows by 10% for every year of education. Shaping the future society requires purposeful, flexible pedagogy in educating the workforce to reflect, think, value, reason, learn, and produce.
Thank you for listening. If you are interested in more of the author's ideas, look for their Oxford University Press published books on global business, wherever books are sold. If you are interested in contacting the authors, they can be reached at info@jrglobal.co.